Foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders for their edification and knowledge. Call Halayayim Yah Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Foremost, give all praise again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. I want to go to Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. So nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest. So things that are secret or hidden are going to be made known, man. And neither anything that's hid, it's going to be in secret anymore. It's going to be all manifest and it's all going to be made known. For example, this lesson I'm going to talk a little bit about iconoclasm and get it. Iconoclasm. Iconoclasm, it's right here. The action of attacking, assertively rejecting a cherished beliefs and institution or established values and practices. The rejection of or destruction of religious images as heretical. The doctrine of iconoclast. In Greek, is a social belief in the importance of the destruction of icons and other images or monuments, mostly frequently for religious and political reasons. I'll give you an example of iconoclasm. The definition of iconoclast is someone who destroys religious images or attacks popular beliefs. Example of iconoclast is someone who destroys pictures, for example, of Yahushai. An example of iconoclast is someone who protests against democracy in the U.S., one who destroys the sacred religious images. Now, forming that iconoclasm would be relating to the Renaissance period, which is the rebirth period. But you have others here. Second iconoclasm between 814 and 842. According to the traditional view, the Byzantine iconoclasm was started by a ban on religious images of, for example, Emperor Leo III, and continued under his succession. It was accompanied by the widespread destruction of images and persecution of the supporters of venerations. Veneration means to have reverence or adore. So things were changed, for example, in that period. But going back to the Renaissance period, things were changed relating to certain points of history and categories of groups of people that ruled in that part of history. So it was changed or pretty much whitewashed. Let's get the etymology of iconoclasm etymology. To break, likeness, clan, to break. Also going to get indoctrinate. That indoctrination also plays the key to that, man. Indoctrinate. I'm going to get the etymology. Let me get the etymology. Indoctrinate basically is to, here we go, to instruct. Indoctrinate, to instruct, to imbue with an idea or opinion. So pretty much instructing, indoctrinated, and conditioning to certain viewpoints, beliefs, ideas, and related to the doctrines, man. So indoctrinated, for example, in school systems, indoctrinating with certain types of education, whether in schools or in college, indoctrinating you with certain things. So they instructing you and condition you to that point of view, point of view relating to the forms of education they teach, So as to imbue with an idea or opinion. So they indoctrinating you, they conditioning you in with their form of education. For example, there's parts of history that are not taught, man. Relating, for example, the Dark Ages, which was ruled by certain groups of people. So that part of history is not taught. That's like it was made not to exist, and that's what goes with that iconoclasm, man, destroying history or removing it like it never existed. So they change it and put their form of history and teach it and pretty much instruct it, and that goes with that indoctrination of learning that form of history. I want to get this relates to imbuing with opinion and ideology. That's the etymology. I want to get First of Maccabees 3 and 48. First of Maccabees 3 and 48. This is First of Maccabees 3 and 48. This is First of Maccabees 3 and 48 with the and they laid open the book of law, which is the truth and knowledge. This was all during the Renaissance period, because ones who got in power had to remove certain points of certain things of images relating to the dark images, artifacts relating to a period that certain people ruled. Because power has been pretty much Job 9:24. The earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. So, being they had the power in their hands, if they had to fulfill a certain agenda, they had to remove evidence of certain things, man, first. So, pretty much to keep that veil of deception going on. Let me get back to this verse. They laid open the book of law, which is the Bible, where the heathen has sought to paint. The heathen is one in power, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images, man. That's iconoclasm. So they had to remove forms of history that people dominated and ruled at a specific time, I believe around the 7th to the 14th century, which was the Dark Ages, or the medieval they call another name medieval period. And they had to remove that and put their likeness over it, man. And that's defacing, erasing, and replacing. I want to go to, I'll read it again. First of Maccabees 3:48. He laid open the book of law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. So they took the place of those people, man. They put their images on there and pretty much took their history and made it their history. I want to go to see if I go to another verse. One I can find. First of John. First of John. First of John 2 and 4. Shalakia. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar. So his commandments relate to the truth of knowledge. And the truth is not in him. So the truth is not in him. If you're not speaking of the words of this book, then the light is not in you. Isaiah 8 and 20. So the devil, man. That could be 2/3 of our people. That could be anybody regarding that's going contrary or pretending but not going by relating to the commandments, man. Not keeping it, you know. So read that again. He saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments. He's a liar, and the truth is not in him, man. That's the wicked. The truth is not in them at all, man. And they keep not the commandments, even though they front like they do, but they don't. For example, that using the Bible as a prop, but don't apply it. No application of it, man. It's just used as a proper outward appearance, a facade, man. Let's go to John 8:44. John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil. That's 2/3. And the lust of your father ye will do, because they follow out the ways of their father, man. Their God is the devil of this world, man, or the one in power of this world. He was a murderer from the beginning. Going back to Cain, man. Esau is the progenitor of Cain, man. You know. Or the progenitor of Esau is Cain. Shalakia. And he abode not in the truth, because the truth is not in him. He's the wicked. Because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie from the beginning, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and the father of it, man. So he's the father. That relates to the wicked. Because they are created to be wicked. And part of their weaponry is deception, man. their tongue, man, speaking the smooth words, but in their heart they draw with a sword, man. So they speak smooth and guile things, man. But deceit, that's part of their weapon they have, man, as far as deceiving the masses, man. So the lies is part of that, also incorporated with the iconoclasm, the indoctrination. So that's part of that too. This was something short. I hope it helps whoever listens to it. This is just brief. I give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yoshua Bashem Rakakadash. Shalom. Thanks.